Hello and welcome to our market alert video for today, Friday the 13th, 2022. And before we dive into all the carnage that's happening in the markets and all the doom and gloom and everything else, I want to share with you a quick story. So I have competition in my life, and this is who it is right here. This little guy is my grandson, Nathaniel. So as I get older, I get less cute. As he gets older, he gets more cute. So my daughter texted this picture to my wife and me. My wife's response was, "I'll be there tomorrow." And this baby is 3.5 hour drive away from us. She got in the car and she drove. So I haven't seen my wife in 2 days. She said, "I got to go kiss those cheeks." So this whole grandfather thing, it's for the birds, I got to tell you. I've lost my wife. I've got competition. I can't beat him. He's too cute and I'm not cute. Ugh. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on. As you guys know, our belief system for people who are over 50, who are retired or retiring soon, is that growth is important, but protection of principal is even more important. And right now, if there's ever been a time in our view for you to be looking at protection of principal, it would be now. And I've got two things here that I wanted to share with you. One is by Bob Farrell. Bob Farrell, you may not have heard of, but he's a legend on Wall Street. He's 90 years old at this point. And he actually invented the tactical or technical analysis of stock movements, looking at the technical side of it. So that tells you. Over the decades, he's been through every bear market since the 60s. So he's been around the block a few times. He's got an excellent set of rules that you can find online, I'm sure, about the 10 things that you should look for, how to invest in a bad market. I want to share with you number 8. Number 8 says bear markets have 3 stages. Sharp down, guess what we've had this year? Reflexive rebound, we had that this year. And then a drawn out fundamental drawdown. Or a downtrend. So it appears, based on his analysis, that we've been through the first 2 of the 3 stages of a severe bear market. And he says that he thinks that this one is going to be one of the worst that we've seen in his career, and he's, like I said, he's been through quite a bit. One of the things also that happens during bear markets is that you have these very big up days. These huge up days, the 20 largest up days since 1929, 19 of them occurred during terrible bear markets, 2008, Y2K, the Great Depression, all of that. And this year, we've seen a down of 6.7, a down of 4.4, followed by big up days. And those up days represent significant ups. And again, those tend to happen during bear markets. So there's another person that I think is someone that we should pay attention to. His name is Jerry Grantham. And for 4 decades, he's been calling market bubbles. In fact, he called the Y2K bubble, he called the 2008 bubble, and he also called the Japan bubble in 1989. And he said that we are in what he's calling a super bubble right now. He says, "I wasn't quite as certain about this bubble a year ago as I had been about the tech bubble of 2000, or I had been about Japan, or as I had been about the housing bubble of 2007. I felt it was highly likely, but perhaps not nearly certain." He said, "Today, I feel it is just about nearly certain." He's predicting, believe it or not, that the market, the S&P, the stock market, is going to go down another 35% from here. And so now, will all these things happen? I don't know. What I do know is that if you are over 50, if you are retired or retiring soon, if you don't have a strategy to protect against large debilitating losses that could cause you not to be able to retire, or will cause you to have to unretire, and if that's not an option, then it will cause you to have to rearrange your lifestyle and change a lot of stuff. Those are all terrible things that I wouldn't wish on anyone. And so what I encourage you to do is to think about how would you help to protect yourself against that downsides. And if you don't have a plan for that, we do. We have our invest and protect strategy. And we believe that staying in for bear markets is not a good idea. And so our strategy told us to sell in November of 2007 before the big crash of 08. So we share that with those two guys also. But also, our strategy is not perfect. It doesn't call everything super properly. Nothing does. But at least our strategy is to protect against major declines. I encourage you to find out more about it. Talk with one of our retirement planners. And you can find them at our website, rpoa.com. So thank you for watching this video. I wish you well, and we'll talk soon.